YouTube, what's going on? What's today? It's your boy Moves back with another video. Check out what we have here. We have a BMW M3 Comp from the Toy Barn, guys. I've been telling y'all the Toy Barn is the place to go if you want a car. It's no different. You know, we got the F80 right here. I'm in the market. I told y'all. And a poll, let me know what y'all want me to get. This was one of the contenders. We got an M340i as the other contender and a G87 M2. This, and guys, this car right here seems to be the #1 pick, you know? So we got the R8, but I really want to stick to my BMW roots, have a second car that I can have fun with and put videos out on the channel about. And I seen this one right here and I thought to myself, man, it's only right. We got to come check it out and do a nice review on it. So major shout out to the Toy Barn. They show me love every time I come in here. And they gave me this one right here to look at. I'm also considering purchasing it. This is one of the contenders that I'm looking at. Really nice car, Alpine white, facelift with the GTS tail lights, M Performance exhaust. Maybe it's tips or the exhaust. I think it might be the actual exhaust though. And we got the nice black interior with the comp seats with the slit on them. Nostalgic car, guys. Very nostalgic. I had my first real nice car was the F80 M4 in Yasmin blue, and I really did love that car. Now I don't know if it was just because it's my first car or just the F80 chassis is that good, but I felt like that car was so much fun. Very nostalgic car to me. And you know, at that time I wasn't putting out no YouTube videos, so I didn't really have a lot of stuff documented in regards to that car. But now that we have this one right here, potentially we got a lot of videos that we could do. Gonna be sick, guys. So, you know, check them out. Apex wheels. Looks like a 19-inch setup. Very clean. Stormtrooper vibe. You know, Alpine white to me is hit or miss. I feel like sometimes it doesn't look that good in person, but it just works with this car. I think with all the touches the previous owner did to it, it's really nice. It's lowered, I could tell. Has nice fitment on the wheels. You know, all the little carbon bits and whatnot. You could tell when people cheap out on certain mods, but as you can see here, this is like a nice quality car with the fixed wing and everything. Very OEM plus. Let's go ahead and hop on the inside, guys, and check her out. Even the footwell has this what are these, M Performance pedals? Super clean though. Let me go ahead and get situated real quick, and then we can pick back up real quick. All right, guys, got situated real quick. Pop the motor for you guys. We have the S55. This is BMW's inline 6 for this car. Makes about 450 horsepower stock. It's not, to me, it's not the best sounding motor, but with a nice exhaust setup, it sounds pretty clean. I'll probably go with the active auto work setup for this car. Potentially do an equal length setup, maybe go single mid pipe, switch it up a little bit. But these motors are a lot of fun, honestly. I enjoyed my old car. The way it was set up to me was perfect. Really, these motors are pretty solid. The only real issue with these cars is the crank hub, and once you have the crank hub upgraded, there's not really much you got to worry about. You know, for me, my F82 is very reliable. Didn't really have any real issues with it. Let's go ahead and close the motor. Be right back. Or the hood, excuse me. I'll be right back. So, close the hood. Major shout out to the Toy Barn, guys. Honestly, my favorite dealership to deal with, you know. Like, everybody here to me is like family. I got a lot of my friends that work here. They show me a lot of love, you know. So, they have the Alcantara M Performance shift boot cover. This is actually a replacement. So, they have the matching armrest thing right here. So, or not armrest, handbrake, excuse me. Have the matching one right there. And one thing you guys probably notice about this car, there's no park actually on this car. So you might be wondering, how do you put this car in park? Sorry for the video being like messed up. So let's say you're done driving the car, right? Boom. You're wondering, how do I put it in park? It's pretty straightforward. Lift this up, right? And then you hit that off button right there, and then you cut it off. That's how you put it in park. It's not your traditional automatic for sure. But that being said, guys, let's go ahead and roll. Very nostalgic for me, you know, to be in this car. The steering feel is way heavier than the G82 was, and it feels like a lot more analog, comparatively speaking, to the G80. Definitely can tell the difference between this car and the other car. I think it's in its comfort settings right now. Let's see here. Got it in sport. Not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby at all. Very clean. This car has the upgraded iDrive system on it as well. Wish I brought my GoPro with me, but fortunately we did not bring it. It's not the end of the world though. Let's go ahead and turn a little bit, roll the window down so you guys can hear some of the drama. Man, I miss driving this car, honestly. Give it a little gas. You can tell the traction control is kicking in, you know? Man, to me, this car is, in my opinion, this is a future classic, you know? I don't care what anyone says. This car you can't really beat for the money. It's a great car, honestly. Let's give it one more downshift right here. And it's quick. It moves, you know? Very quick car. I think this one could use an exhaust, so if I ended up getting, you know, this exact one right here, an exhaust would definitely do this car some justice. But you know, it's not no big deal. This car, I think, is basically stock from what I could tell from a like performance standpoint, you know? It's not much that seems to be different to me with this car compared to, like, you know, another stock F80 2. Oh, I forgot the M buttons are here. Oh, this is full off. Damn, somebody was sending this bad boy. We're not doing that. This is not my car. So let's go ahead and put it in its sport setting. Put the suspension in Sport Plus. Steering could be in Sport too. Why not? You know. The interior is super clean on this car though. Like, look at that. It's pristine, guys. What, 25,000 miles on it? This car is pretty much like new, you know? This is like brand new, honestly. Man, feels good to be back in one of these cars. You know, and for a daily, not a bad move in my opinion. It's burbling a little bit, but it's not like the full-on burble tunes that you usually see these cars with. Man, this steering feels sharp in Sport Plus. It feels sharp in Sport Plus, to be honest. Wow. Man, this steering feels like really good in like its sportiest setting. It's got a nice amount of weight to it. Perfect. Really, this car has zero flaws from what I'm seeing. So, you know, Toy Barn's doing their thing with this car. It's really good, man. Clean car. So, you know, If I don't end up grabbing it, you guys will probably be able to get this car from the Toy Barn. Check it out on their website. I will have it linked in the description below, depending on when I post this video. And if I don't have it linked in the description, just know something might be going on, right? Let's not go ahead and crash or anything. You know, and let's keep it nice and cordial, you know. But wow, this is like a really clean example. Usually these steering wheels, you will notice they get like a little bit faded over time, but not the case with this one, honestly. And shoot, I can't really find anything to flaw this car with, you know. It's definitely one of the cleanest ones I think I've seen. I like the paddles too. They're not really tacky or anything like that, and usually they look tacky to me on the, you know, on the F80s and F82s, like the aftermarket paddles. Super clean though, nice feel to them. They complement the interior, but it's not too much either. So I'll pick back up once we get back to the Toy Barn, and then I'll give you guys my final impressions on this car. All right guys, so let's go ahead and turn those parking sensors off. Like I was saying, right, the way to put this bad boy in park is have it in drive, lift that handbrake up, and go ahead and hit that off button. Then you'll see the P button pop up, or not P button, the P sign pop up. Means basically you got the car off, you know. Pretty straightforward once you get used to it. But man, it's definitely a nostalgic feeling every time I drive a car like this, you know. The F82 for me was a car that has a special place in my heart, right? So let's go ahead and lock it. Boom, now that it's off, let's go ahead and do one last walk around of this bad boy, and let me know, guys, is this something y'all want to see on the channel, or is there something different y'all want? Let me know. Such a beautiful color though, you know. Like I said earlier, I wasn't really the biggest fan of Alpine White initially, but on this car right here specifically, I don't know why, it just works. Everything looks so good on this car, even without like any crazy modifications or anything. It's just a beautiful looking car, aged perfectly. This car is a 2018 car, which is what, 7 years now. So to think like this car is 7 years old is crazy. And this like specific body style came out 2015, which was 10 years ago, you know. And until this day, you could pull this car up next to a new body M3 or M4, and they'll pretty much look maybe a couple years apart, if that, you know. So sick car. You know, the other options I was considering, guys, was the M340 and maybe a G87 M2. So let me know what y'all want to see, and we'll make it happen, guys. That being said, major shout out to the Toy Barn. If you guys need a set of forged wheels, check out motivoforge.com. That is my wheel company. Those aren't my wheels, but best believe whatever car we get is gonna have to get a set of Motivo forged wheels, right? And motivomotoring.com if you have a BMW and want exterior pieces, parts, carbon, whatever, we got it, right? So if y'all want to get taillights, we have them. Headlights, DRLs, all those good mods, we have them. Carbon fiber bits, you know, you name it, the diffusers, whatever. Let's transform your car. Let's make it happen. And major shout out to the Toy Barn. Peace.